about CAT slot 3, the overall paper I think was much easier than the last year. Talking about first the DILR section. DILR section had 5 sets, out of which 3 were definitely doable. I suppose most of the students have ventured into 3 sets. Some of them have also gone into the 4th set. So 3 of the sets, one was based on OTTs, the elders, kids and others data was given. That was doable. The protein carbohydrate question was more or less doable. And I think one more set, that is the GDP based set, which was a calculation based question, that was also doable. The other 2 I think was based on AC, was slightly different, but yeah, some students obviously ventured into that as well, and the ATM question. But overall I would say 3 sets were definitely doable. 3.5 sets is what most of the students I think would have done in the DILR section. Coming to the quant section, in quant section definitely students have touched around 12 questions. 12 to 15 questions is what most of the students must have touched, if not correct. But yeah, 12 to 15 questions is what you could easily touch. Geometry, there were like 1 or 2 questions. Trigonometry, no questions. I didn't find any on trigonometry, coordinate geometry sort of things. So I would say geometry was much lesser. It was more of an arithmetic based paper, in which you had a lot of questions on percentages, simple compound interest. There was a question on remainders. Then there were also questions on logarithms, but the questions on logarithms were pretty easy. It was something which could be easily attempted. Then there were also questions on inequalities, which were slightly challenging. Yeah, there were like 2 or 3 questions on inequalities, on maximum, minimum, on functions. So they could pose as a challenge to some of those kids, especially in the time frame given. But overall, the impression of the students would be that the timing was more crucial factor this time to solve the questions. Had there been some more time, they would definitely be attempting a little bit more questions. That is what most of the students were saying. But around 10 to 12 to 15 questions in quant is definitely what is doable. Okay, thank you.